everybody. I don't have my candles on again. Sadness. But I'm live. Okay. I should have done my nails for y'all, but I didn't because I just got back from teaching and had time to take off my look. Which, by the way, was fabulous. My views joined. Hi, my views. How are you? I like to share my views on this channel, and sometimes we get a little spicy around here, but that's okay. Welcome. How's it going? What are you up to tonight? Any excitement in the life of the IG? Kiddos are making noise around here. They're excited. Mama just got home, so they've got to talk to me and stuff and sniff me because I was playing with other kitties and puppies. I was cheating on them, so now they got to investigate and see what's going on. Anyway, so we're going to go through some stuff. I told you guys it was between the Beauty Bay palettes, the big ones, and Chaotic Element palettes. And I'm going to do this Chaotic Element palettes as my two looks tonight because I don't see any videos with these. So I want to make sure that these are getting some press, for better or for worse. I have not really played with them. I did kind of a couple of times, kind of just over the top of a look just before I was ready to take it off, kind of to see what was happening. So yeah, there's that. But I didn't really get into it that much. I just washed my hair, like co-washed my hair, and it feels kind of nice. But I do need to do some stuff with the color. I don't know. What do you guys suggest with the color? Have you used the drops? Has anybody used the drops? I'm curious about that. And just put that like purple or blue drops and see what happens, how that will kind of enhance and change the color. I feel like blue would work because I've got this kind of teal greenish blue in here, and then I've got the purples, which blue should enhance both of those. One would think, but I don't know. I haven't tried it, and I don't know how much it stains or whatnot either. So, and then I'm also going to finally get to my AOA Studio and take care of this mess that's right in front of me. You guys don't see the mess, but there's a mess in front of me. My husband would say there's always a mess in front of me, but don't listen to him. We don't need that kind of negativity around here. That's why I send him off to work, so he can just do that. We were having a little tiff earlier today because we're married, and that happens when you're married. You have tiffs. Iced tea. This is green tea and peppermint spearmint mix. I really enjoy iced tea, but it's been rainy and coldish, like spring coldish here. So, hi, Rainbow. How are you, buddy girl? Buddy girl? I guess that's the thing now. I'm calling her buddy girl as of this moment. I don't know. I'm going to throw my wrappers on the floor here and be really civilized like that, and then just let them hang out. Oh, I don't have a moistened... I need to actually moisten this. I'm going to be right back. So talk among yourselves, and I'm going to get some moisture on the Rainbow's wagging her tail over here. That's what the sound is. She's hitting the blinds. I'm going to put some water on this sponge, this newer sponge I got. This one's a little weird because the bottom takes a little bit more time to actually plump up. I noticed the one time I got it wet. I didn't use it yet, though. And let me grab my lighter so I can get some ambiance over here, because y'all need some ambiance. You deserve some, don't they, Kitty? Kitty's looking at me like I'm crazy. The kids think I'm talking to myself. I kind of am, but not really. I'm talking to all. So, I could show you my outfit of the day. My goal, not my only goal, I have lots of goals, but my small goal for y'all, I don't know why I'm talking like I'm Southern, for y'all is to have a space where I can show you my outfit of the day when I do these. So I can back up and be like, hi, this is what I'm wearing. Because I think people like to see what people are wearing. I like to see what people are wearing. Like, anyway, I'm wearing sweatpants and a kind of a lightweight sweatshirt, t-shirt sort of thing. All right, we got ambiance behind me now. Look at that. Hi, Rainbow. What you need, girl? I didn't take her out before I started this, so maybe she needs to do that. But she'll be fine. You gonna be fine, baby girl? Yeah? All right. Go play with Kitty. All right, so we're gonna do a full face of AOA, and we're gonna do J.Cat Beauty. We're gonna use some of these BH Cosmetics brushes plus this Hip Dot one that I got in my Ipsy. Some of these brushes I've already been using because I needed brushes and they were there and they were all pretty, so I used them. Now they're not pretty. We're gonna use this. I just moistened this. You see, it's kind of weird because it doesn't get big at the bottom as quickly. So really Rona, hi really Rona. I hope you're not really Rona, because if you're really Rona, no, I'm just kidding. But that's yay. I'm not scared of Rona. I'm not scared of you. I'm not scared of Rona. Anyway, so I'm going to show you a couple things here. So I think in the next one, next week, I will be going through these, but I also might be doing something different. These are the Beauty Bay Big Girls, the Midnight one and the Earthy one. So beautiful palettes. But we'll talk about that, I think, in the next one. So the palettes that I've been using lately, I finished 3 looks with this beautiful little ditty, which I showed on Sunday. Oh, by the way, this video probably won't save because IG is hateful right now. Anyway, I did 3 looks again with this one. I love this palette. It's beautiful. This is Profusion. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. It's got all these nice things. Miss Charlie's here. Miss Charlie, I saw your new nail post, and it's so pretty, and I wish I could leave comments, but I still can't, I guess, until the 27th. If you hear growling and things like that, the kitty likes to pretend that she's really angry at the dog, but she's not. She really loves her because she goes and instigates things, and then she sits back and growls, and then chases her around, and then sits back and growls, and then hisses, and then attacks her, and then, like she just did. You hear that? Black FX65 is with us. Hi, welcome to a party. So I'm going to put some stuff on my face, but this was really pretty. Definitely highly recommended. If you don't have this, go get it. It's $5. Amoni644 is with us. Hi, Amoni644. How are you doing? Do you have this palette? Who has this palette? Miss Charlie, do you have this one? I feel like you need to have this one if you don't have it. It's really good. I don't know. I'm trying to think of how this will work with your style. I think it would work really well with you. But maybe not. I know you like blues and stuff, so but this is this has a couple, blue leaning. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but welcome to our party. We are partying. Definitely a good palette. We're gonna stick this back here somewhere because I need to put it in my stack and put them all in order. The one I'm currently working on, and I did a look with this, and it was so pretty. And this is the Pickle Palette. And by the way, these are pickles on the front. There was this whole thing. Karen Harris called it Picklegate. She was saying that they're not even pickles, they're cucumbers. That's what pickles are. Pickle is actually not, until recently, it has become a noun, but it wasn't always a noun. It was mostly a verb, and it was the action that was done to cucumbers, and then it would be pickled cucumbers. Now we just call them pickles, and that when we call them pickles, that means cucumbers. So anyway, this is so pretty. I don't really care what you call it. So today I just did this matte and this, and oh my goodness, it's so pretty. That duo multi, it's something special. Something absolutely special. This is from Sugar Drizzle. They are so good. I just started on it today. And yeah, I haven't done 3 looks with it before, so I'm excited to get into it. The other one I've done 3 looks with, more than 3 looks, but because I had that one when I didn't have anything else. So how's it going tonight? What's going on? Miss Charlie, what's up? What's for supper? She's usually making supper when she's watching. I have been learning though that I can get on people's stories, even though IG has me in timeout, but I can get in their stories and interact a little bit more that way. So we're going to talk about AOA Studio. I really want to give you kind of a overall, in my opinion, of AOA Studio. Better than I tried to a couple weeks ago, and then I was just so out of it because of girl issues. And so, yeah, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. And so so this is take 2, but I also have a few other things that I picked up here and there that I want to try. I've shown these already, except this one. So hard candy. They started as cucumbers and turn into pickles when you pickle. Exactly, but they're still cucumbers, and it's still I don't know. It was so funny because Karen was like, I think I love Karen. She's fantastic, but she was wrong. She was very wrong. She said these aren't pickles. What do you mean they're not pickles? How are they not pickles? How do you know they're pickles or not? Unless you bite into them. I mean, you can tell in person, like, you know, but that's based on whether or not they're basically, if they're wet and they're soaked in vinegar and they smell like pickles. And if they come out of a jar. But yeah, they're definitely, I think her thing is she was thinking like, I don't know what her thing is. Anyway, she insisted on it and people were like, what are you talking about, woman? And she still insisted on it. And I was like, yeah, you might just want to let that one go, but she still insisted on it. She insisted on it. Hard candy. I have not used much of their stuff except for a primer that I got from my Walmart box. What are you doing? She's looking outside apparently. It's just light enough she can still see out there. So this is the long wear eyeliner pencil, 12-hour wear smudge proof. Skyish blue is the name. It comes off quite white. More than I would have wanted. You see, that's pretty much white. I don't see any blue in it. And I was hoping it would be more blue. It's not. I also thought maybe it would be a little bit, just based on the packaging. I think because of this, I thought it might be a little bit metallic. It's not at all. But it does seem to stay in place. So I'm going to be checking these out. I'm working, not cooking. Cooking on Sunday when you go. Oh, okay. Well, working. That's right. You're either working or cooking when you join us. So I'm going to toss this and I'm going to try this possibly in the waterline tonight. We'll see. But I think it's going to look pretty much white. I don't know. There might be enough blue that comes through. Definitely looks white here. So, Peter Robe. Is that Peter Robe or Petrobe or something like that? I don't know. But hi, welcome. So I have these palettes here, and I've decided to use these palettes because they have not gotten much press. And I feel like they should one way or another because they came out with a nice bang and they've got cute color stories. So this is the front of one of them. These are from J.Cat and it's Chaotic Element 21 color palette. This is Jungle Roar. And 21 color. I was going to say how many colors, but I literally just read it to you. That's Jungle Roar. Look at that pretty color story. I think that is so nice. Look at these. These blues are just kind of tealy, sort of greenish blues. Really nice. I think the color combination is great. You've got a couple bright colors in here. Quite a few bright colors. And then you've got some really nice moderate shimmers. This is a shimmer here too. Look how pretty that one is. So we're going to dig in. This one is Storm Stimulation. Not simulation, but stimulation. So whatever that means to you, that's what it is. Blue and purple, I'm a fan. And then a little bit of yellow and orange and gold and some neutralish silvery sort of things. So that's fun. Is that a black there in the corner? It looks like a black. And then there's also a black shimmer up here. Again, the other one has a dark shimmer too. So Suka 512 is with us. Hi, Suka. How are you doing tonight? And then this one is Traffic Night Bokeh. What is bokeh? What's B-O-K-E-H? Should I know that? Does that make me old that I don't know that? So this is kind of almost, I don't know what this is. This is a festival sort of palette. It's got the blues and greens. I wanted to. Hey guys, I'm here. I'm driving outside your house with my loud car. Yeah, so this is, pinks and yellows and blues and not really my color story, but that's okay. Which one of these would you like me to use? The bluish, purplish one. We'll call this the bluish one. We'll call this the greenish, orangish one. The warm tone, I guess is what we'd call that. And then I think this is like more, I guess that's how it is. This is more like the neutral pink, not neutral, but this is like the pink tone, the warm tone, and the cool tone. Which one should I use tonight? What do you think? I'm going to start with the Winky Lux. This is what I got in my Ipsy. Oh my goodness. Had a complete brain fart. This is the soft base from AOA Studio. This is pretty good too, but I do want to make sure I use this. Actually, let me do one on each eye. May as well. I'm going to zoom you all in, and by zoom you in, I mean I'm going to grab the stack of books in front of me and pull it all towards me so that you're closer to my face. Since I don't have fancy zoom in stuff. I actually probably do have fancy zoom in stuff on this particular phone. I mean, I did on the old one too. I just didn't want to use it. But Makeup XM is with us. Hi, Makeup XM. How are you doing? We're going to do a couple looks with these J.Cat Beauty palettes and with a bunch of AOA Studio. So we're going cheap today. So cute looks on the cheap. Hopefully cute looks, but they'll be looks. And I'm going to do half and half. I'll do one look on one eye, the other look on the other eye. I am using the Winky Lux Paper Perfect that came out of my Ipsy, and then I'm using AOA Studio Soft Base on the other eye. I'll just use this on the right because, you know, whoops, it's kind of wanting to come out. There's pressure in the thing, and so it's kind of pushing out. So they've got way more than I need. So I'll just tap a little bit of that in and wipe the rest off on this towel that's on my lap. Puppy and Kitty are over here sitting on the couch enjoying each other's company, being silly. So that's what it taps out on, the AOA Studio. It's kind of a half set, but it doesn't get really dry, which I like. My two looks with the Hellas on my YouTube. Oh, I need to look at that. That's going to be fun. Okay, so this is a similar consistency, but more tinted. It's a little bit darker. Well, quite a bit darker. This one is what, like a white cast. This is more flesh tone. And depending on what your flesh tone is, it would be, for me, it's pretty much neutral. So for anybody darker than me, it would be light. It would probably have the same effect as this. So it does seem to have a very similar consistency as the AOA Studio. So I'm not too picky about eye primers. I do have some like that I like more than others, but those seem to be pretty similar. I've used the AOA Studio one quite a bit, and it does dry down pretty much right away. I had a little touch of that green still in my crease, but hey, whatever. Yeah, they both seem to cover similarly. So let's hop in here. What colors do you think I should use? Miss Charlie, you always know which colors I should use. Should I use pink tones, cool tones, or warm tones? So let me review. Warm tones. I know it's not strictly warm tones, but we're calling it warm tones. Pink tones. Cool tones. I can use one on each eye, which I'll probably end up doing. Of course, you know I want to use this one because it's just so cute. Ethereal Essences. Hi, Ethereal Essences. Did you catch that? Which ones do you want me to use? So I've got cool tones, warm tones, and pink tones. Show them one more time. Cool tones with some warm tones in it. Pink tones with some other stuff in it. And warm tones with some other stuff in it. Which ones? Cool tones. Yay, cool tones. You know I wanted that. I think I'll do this one, maybe one look with this and one look with the warm tones. Okay, so what look should I do? Should I do super colorful? Or should I do more wearable? Or should I do what? What do we got? What's coming up now? Do we have any holidays coming up? Easter is the one, right? I mean, clearly Easter's the one. Yeah, because St. Patty's Day is finished. Can we say St. Patty's Day? Is that racist yet? I don't know what's racist anymore. I feel like people keep getting, my mom, she keeps accidentally saying things that were like totally acceptable back in the day, and then they weren't. Blue Easter. Blue Easter. Okay. Well, is blue an Easter color? It is for you, Miss Charlie. Blue is an everyday color for you. I'm going to put it on the right eye, which is the eye that I have my AOA Studio base on. And I'm going to start with... I'm going to start with this dark... Oh, man. What do I want to do? I feel like I want to make it kind of dramatic. Razaki. Hi, Razaki. Hi, how are you? We're working with this palette. This is the J.Cat Beauty. Has anybody tried J.Cat on here? I kind of want to have like this glowy sort of thing happening. I'm visualizing it now. I don't know if it's going to execute, but we'll see. We shall see. I think I'm going to go in. So I'm using this little BH brush that I got from TJ Maxx. I really like the combination of colors here. I think it's really nice. So there's a black, and then there's this really deep like navy, but it's like a grade navy. Almost like even a bit of a teal to it. And then this purple looks pretty nice. We'll have to see how that is. Of course, I want to check that one. I'm from Africa. You're so beautiful. Thank you. I'm from America, and I'm so beautiful. I can't say if you're beautiful because I don't see your picture. Your picture's really, really, really small. But I'm sure you're a beautiful person. Well, I hope you're a beautiful person. Below freezing and 5-day forecast. I feel like these two are really pretty together. Do I want to do blue and orange? Or is that like so done already? So many options. So many options. I'm going to go raindrops on roses. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. Bright. And I'm going to basically just kind of do this blown out thing here. I want to see how this purple is. That's why I've got to go into it. It's not going to be dominant, but got to put the purple on. You know, I got to put the purple on. And since it's a dark matte purple, I must see if I can build it up good. Well, whatever. I apparently can't speak today, but that's not unusual for me. I did have a really bad headache when I came in, and I still have the shoulder pain because I went to the chiropractor on Monday, and he found places that I didn't even know were hurting. He was like, "You have pain here too, don't you?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess I do." George Donna is with here. Hi, George Donna. How are you? Is it Donna George or is it George Donna? I feel like that's a lot of first names. Or is it George and Donna? I know couples who have the shared social media. I think that's cool if that works for you. I have friends that actually my pastor and his wife do. I think that that was kind of a trend in the Christian circles a while back, just to kind of keep people accountable. Or you could just be like hubby and me and just have access to everything. I hack into his and be like, who is this girl? No, I don't actually. I don't need to do all that. That's not important to me. It does blend out pretty nicely. I'm going to use something on the edge just to kind of blow it out a bit, but I'm not sure what, because I don't have any color that really matches with it. So I think I'm going to go into Windchill. I'm using the same brush. I just cleaned it off on my AOA Studio fake color switch thing here. I got a new one of these, and actually I got two of them because I put one in my giveaway stuff. So Ma95 is with us. Hi, Ma95. So I'm going to go into Windchill something. I don't know. It says something else there, but I can't tell because it's the way that it blows out. Ooh, that makes a nice periwinkle, blending those two together. So I'm going to put this right at the top there and kind of let this transform it into another color. Hey, that actually works really nicely. And y'all know how I like my periwinkle. I didn't really do the primer very well. I should have gone all the way out, and I didn't because I don't usually bring my eye looks out super, super far. But I could have been a little more proactive. But I was not. I am Jennifer Mitchell. Hi, I am Jennifer Mitchell. I assume your name is not I am Jennifer Mitchell. I assume your name is Jennifer Mitchell. So hi, Jennifer Mitchell. Sometimes I'm so obvious. All right, so I'm going to go into Cloudburst, which is this like minty green right here. Sorry, I'm trying not to blind you / show you how messy my house is. But, you know, stuff happens. So I'm going to put this right next to it. I'm just going to use a lot of colors over here so I can really see how these blend. But that's actually pretty nice. So it's getting a little bit green. Oh, one of the mom of my students is sending me a message of some of my students talking about books she ordered for her kids. So Jennifer Mitchell, how's it going? Do you have anything from J.Cat? I just ordered these on a whim because I've heard good things about the other ones that are out there, but they haven't gotten a lot of press. So I was like, well, I'm going to try them because I don't mind being a guinea pig for y'all. So here we are. I'm going to go into the yellow Thor, Thor, as in the god of thunder. Isn't that the god of thunder? I feel like. I'm going to put this all the way in the inner corner. That has some nice pigment. Poems and Panning is here. Hi, Poems and Panning. We are going into this is already in my title, so you guys probably know what I'm doing. Wow. Okay, that's impressive. I don't have this, like, the proportions aren't very good, but I'll fix that. Because I'm going to blend this all together, too. But, man, that yellow is really impressive. This is a $15 palette with 21 colors in it, by the way, just to clarify. Okay, that's cute. So yeah, this is the Storm Stimulation from J.Cat Beauty that just released. $15 I paid, but they did have a sale right after. And you could get like 10% off too, but somehow mine didn't go through. Well, the order just went through before I was able to do that. So the reason I'm putting all these colors on my eyes, which I normally don't do, is because I want to use all the colors. Maze, NYC, Maze? Is it Maze or Maze? I don't know how to read or discern things. That's just apparently not a strong point. But welcome to my party anyhow. It is now our party. So I'm moving these colors in a little bit just so they blend and also so that it's a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Symmetrical-ish. I don't usually do super rainbowy colors, but I just wanted to see how these blend into each other. And so far, I think it's beautimous. I'm going backwards now, so I went back in with that greenish one, that Cloudburst, and now I'm going to go to Windchill. I guess it's Windchill Advisory. It looks like there's an A, and I'm from Minnesota, so I know what a Windchill Advisory is. So I'm assuming that's what it says. So I'm just going to kind of pull these together and start building them up here. So there's a little bit of blending that could happen at the top. So I'm going to go into I've Got You Covered, which is our bone colored matte. I do like when palettes have these because I have learned to appreciate them for blending. If you want more of a graphic look, you don't need it, but I don't mind them because I do like to kind of just soften the edges and pull everything together, and they're handy for that. It does have pretty decent pigment too, so it's kind of muting the edges a little bit at the same time that it's blending them. And I don't mind that, but I did go all the way up to my eyebrow. Whatever, life happens. I'm not wearing this look out anymore. Anyhow. Apparently I can't talk. But we already knew that. So Windchill Advisory. Let's go into Lake Vita. which I don't think I went into before. That's a bright blue. Look how pretty that is. And I'm going to put that right here. Kind of don't want it to get too crazy, but I do want to give, oh, well, I guess maybe it's going to get too crazy because, you know, because it's me we're talking about. I'm going to clean this off a little bit and then blend that out. Because I wanted to kind of leave it a little bit pastel-y. Because, you know, Easter. That's not what I really intended. I just basically was playing with color, and now I'm looking at it going, oh yeah, Easter. This is definitely an Eastery look. But now I've got a lot of blue across the top that's blended together. So let's see if we can separate that out a little bit. Yellow near the inner corner is so pretty. I know, isn't that really cute? I'm going to actually bring a little bit of that yellow back just to kind of make this green a little more green and more distinct from that blue, because I feel like it'll look more, instead of just looking like a whole bunch of blue and then purple and yellow. I think that will make it more greeny. All right, yeah. Oh, that yellow actually layers nicely. This mint green, I didn't even clean off my brush. I just went into it. The mint green is pretty well. I mean, yeah, these are very nicely pigmented. So cute. All right, I'm going to try to darken it up a little bit. I'm going to go to Raindrops on Roses, which is that original purple. It picks up so nicely, and I'm tapping it on because I don't want like a bunch of fallout. But hey, we'll see. I was going to try to use the black, but I don't think I want to use the black on this one. I think I just want to keep it kind of pastel-y. It's almost a rainbow color. I mean, rainbow look. I'm not into rainbow looks, even though my dog's name is Rainbow. I don't love rainbow looks. I think they're just kind of garish, but, you know, sometimes it happens. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, that's not so bad. So that purple actually, I think, does better over the top of the other colors, which is strange. That's not very common. I'm going to use a little bit darker blue to kind of darken that out below freezing. I might actually end up, Tofino is the like grade blue. This is a little bit brighter blue. I'm just going to put this really in the corner because I just want to add a little dimension to that outer corner. That's pretty. Yeah, I've been focusing more on my blending because sometimes I really like that look. Sometimes I don't really care. I kind of want to tap into that black because that would keep it from being too rainbowy. I'm going to tap into the black. We'll see if this is a mistake. It's not super pigmented. I mean, I've just barely tapped. But it is definitely there. Somebody sent me a message or something. I got a notification of some sort. Maybe people love me. Maybe I'm rich. Maybe I won the lottery. I don't play the lottery. Does anybody play the lottery anymore? All right, that's cute. I'm going to clean off my brush and kind of just... I'm using the same brush for everything. By the way, does anybody else do that? Just use one brush for the whole look? I don't always use it for the whole look, but if it's like this and it's just a bunch of blending bright colors together, then I do sometimes. I'm going to use a little bit of the orange just at the base of that yellow, just to kind of give that a little bit more dimension too. And because I want to use that orange. So there's the orange. I know this looks, this brush looks really used because it is. Just tapped it in there. Beauty by Shaylee is with us. Or wait, yeah, Shaylee. Sorry, I thought I missaid your name and then had to second guess myself. Just putting this basically just on the bottom of that yellow, just to kind of give a little more distinction. And just kind of wiggle the brush back and forth. All right, so that's what we've got so far. Yeah, isn't it pretty? So this is the J.Cat Beauty. I'm going to show this to anybody who's just recently arrived. J.Cat Beauty. And this is the Storm Stimulation. Not simulation, but stimulation. Now, I feel like I might want to go super neutral on the lid. Partly because most of the shimmers in here are super neutral. Not supernatural, but super neutral. So don't give a ship. I don't give a ship. I almost cussed. There's also Rain Go Away, Extreme Seascape, which is a beautiful blue color, by the way. But I kind of want to use... That's the Don't Give a Ship. I don't think I want to use that on this. I think that's going to fight with everything. Two Red Birds. Hi, Two Red Birds. How are you? Welcome to our party. Blizzard is this pretty blue. Ooh, that's pretty. That also doesn't really kind of... I don't know. It might really work. Oh, gee. Oh, gee. Oh, gee, what could the matter be? No, that's Oh, dear. Do you know that song? You should. You Rain. R-E-I-G-N. But, you know, it's like rain. R-A-I-N. That's really cute. Which one should I do? Say what is a... Let's give you something complete. Let's give them something to talk about. A little mystery to figure out. Ooh! Oh my goodness! This is Extreme Seascape. Do you see that? Do you see that color, Miss Charlie? Do you see that blue? Do you see that? Oh my goodness! Which one? This blue or this blue or both? I think we should do both of those blues because this needs to happen. That just needs to happen. Okay, that's gonna happen. So now you're going to be introduced, if you haven't already been here, which many of you have, but a lot of you have not, to one of my favorite AOA Studio products of all times. And that is, I'm blind, so sometimes I can't see things. I have to kind of feel my way around. Tacky Base. This stuff, $1. And it's good. So I think I'm going to do a sort of cut crease, but my crease doesn't cut very well because it's hooded. So, you know, I'm going to use this teeny tiny little kind of flattish brush. These are BH, and of course I haven't washed them because, you know, I'm just like that. But this one's clean. The other one that's more flat isn't as clean, so I'm going to use this one first. And I might go in with a little bit more tacky base, but I'm not going to clean anything off because I don't really care. I just want to look and see and make sure this will come up where you can actually see it, because my very hooded eyes will hide it completely, and more importantly, it will blend it together. Bloop, there it is. So I have to put a little bit more of this because I'm covering more space. But yeah, I used a little tiny bit. That's what I used the first time and the second time. So actually the first time I think it was less than that even. So I'm just basically going up and kind of making the shape. I don't do regular cut creases. I do lazy cut creases. Extreme Seascape, I'm going to tap right in with that same brush that I put the stuff on with. And I'm going to go about 2/3 of the way in. And I don't care if it's super clean, because super clean with my eyes will not stay super clean. Why? Well, I'm glad you asked. Because my eyes are really, really hooded. So, you gotta work with your eyes. So I find the spot and then I kind of come down, cover it up. This is a cute little brush. It's a little fluffy for this maybe, but it is picking up the product pretty well. I would use this more for an inner corner brush. It doesn't really cover as much of the space. So I like to kind of use the brush to put everything in place, and then use the finger because I can. So I will be posting these looks once I'm off punishment. That's about as cut of a cut crease as you're going to see on me. And after an hour or so, it wouldn't be cut anyhow, because with Well, it might actually because it's up a little bit higher. But you see, I've got to make it so if I'm looking straight ahead, you see, like, you can't see where it is, basically. If I went any further down than that, it would just all blend away. So I'm going to put a little bit of this on the inside, and we're going to go with that lighter blue. I could have done all this at the same time too, but I just did it one after the other. So this is Blizzard, and this is more of a loose. This reminds me of the oh my goodness, of the LA Girl. They have like a couple of formulas of their shimmers too. They have that really flaky kind of metallic. That's what this reminds me of. And then they have the like kind of more hard packed satiny, which is what that deep blue reminds me of. But my goodness, look at those colors together. So I'm going to blend them together a bit. And just pop that over the top. Then I'm going to go in. I'm just using the same brush. I'm just using both sides of it. So I'll take that darker blue and go right on top of the light blue. So they kind of just go into each other. And the light blue, I'm going to come back a little bit here. Again, it doesn't matter that much because after an hour or less, it would all be blended together anyhow. I also have to look way down, and because I have this wrinkle right there, in fact, it still didn't fill up the whole wrinkle, but you won't really see that anyhow. My eyes are completely closed and relaxed, but that generally won't happen. But yeah, I have to put my head way back in order to get that all covered because, we're old. But my goodness, that's pretty. I like it a lot. Somebody said I agree. Ooh, that sky blue shimmer. I know, isn't that pretty? Oh, that's so pretty. Not necessarily the best color choices for my lid. I feel like I could have done better. But do I care? Probably not. You know what I might do? Just for fun. Now, this might ruin the whole stinking look. But I'm willing to take that chance, especially since I'm just going to take this look off anyhow. AOA Studio, Eyes on Me liner. I'm going to see if I can put this right at the top of that cut crease a little bit. Now, I suck at this, just letting you know. So this could completely destroy the look. It's just a liquid liner. Pray for me, y'all. Pray for me and hold your breath for me. Hey, hey. I think it's not sucking completely. I've barely used this. I feel like I could put a wing going out, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to kind of let it go like that. It's okay. Take a risk. I know, right? Do a risk. Amy gotcha. I can't say your name. Amy Grantacha. Grant chat. I don't know. I don't know what that says, but hey, that's kind of cute. So this is actually, I really like this. It's a pale yellow. It looks bright yellow I mean, that's not the color of it. So this is the actual color. And it's a really pretty, I think, usable, wearable, pale yellow. And these do go on really nicely. Sarah Influences You joined. Hi, Sarah Influences You. I am trying to influence you to buy these palettes because they're really cute. I'm not very good at this sort of thing, but I could probably do like a little thing down here if I wanted to. Amy Grant to chat. Oh. Okay, thank you, Miss Charlie. She set me straight. She knows how it is. Cute. Let's do the other eye. Do we concur? I think we concur. I didn't hear anybody disagree. Hello, anybody disagree? Anybody? Amy Grant to chat. Hi, Amy Grant to chat. How's it going? We're going to use this one. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. And since we're in the spring season, does this look like Easter? I don't know. I don't know if it looks like Easter. I feel like this I don't know what I wanted. I feel like this didn't know where to go here. But it seemed to end okay. I don't know. My graphic looks I need to work on, but Beauty and her hoard. Beauty and her hoard. Yes, that's pretty much what we've got. Is the hoard of Priscilla. By the way, my name is Priscilla, and I like to talk about things. I also like to put makeup on my face. So these are cute. So this one is so these are the J.Cat Beauty I'm reviewing. I enjoyed the look. Very Easter. Good night. Have to take off. Okay. Nice to see you, Poems and Panty, and I'll see you in the next one. You can catch this. It should be in the recordings of my lives. It's not posting to my feed because I'm in timeout right now because apparently I was a very naughty girl and I like too many people's posts. And they thought that was not right. Anyway, but it should be saved in my lives or my videos or whatever that is. Okay, so this is okay. I think I kind of know what I want to do with this one. But it's that feels like it's going to be dark too. Maybe I don't want to go that dark. I think this went on really well. This is definitely worth $15 for this palette. Just saying. Musarat Turi is with us. Hi, Musarat Turi. How are you doing? We are putting makeup on the face. I don't want the other look to look too similar to this, or I could just do the same thing with the other palette, but with the other colors. But I kind of think I don't want to do that. I kind of think I want to do like a burst sort of thing, whatever that is. Like green and then red on the outside. Is that going to be Christmassy? I don't know. We'll find out. All right, so this guy's retired for the time being. I could pick those up again because I don't know if I have enough clean brushes sitting right in front of me. I might. I don't have fluffy brushes, so let's go into my stash of fluffy brushes and see if there's anything cleanish. This one's cleanish. This is an MSQ from Amazon. Has anybody gotten those? They were being promoted a while back from influencers who were getting some kickback from Amazon. I don't mind that, guys. I'm not an anti-Amazon person. I know a lot of people are anti-Amazon right now. Just letting you know, my eyes are crinkly, and so this does crinkle a little bit up there, but it's not real bad. I guess it depends on your eyes, how your eyes are. So I think this is what I'm going to do. I am deciding as we speak. I'm going to go in with this. I know it's not clean, but I'll clean it-ish. Where'd you go? Here it is. I'm going to go in with this one of that set. You see how dirty it is on the end? We're going to clean that off. Again, this is a BH set that I just picked up at TJ Maxx. So I'm going to use this cleaner sprayer stuffer bob here. I could also use the AOA Studio spray that I got that I never used for setting spray. Are you okay there, Rainbow? She's apparently dreaming. She's having dreams about barking at people or something. So I'm going to put my little faux cut crease here, and I'm going to do red above and green below. That's what we're going to do. Because I can. Because this is my show, darn it. No, it's not. It's all of our show. We're going to go in here, and I'm going to use Getting Trunky. Unbearable. Cute. Jungle Juice. I feel like this is a Snoop Dogg palette. I don't know. Somehow Jungle Juice, gin and juice. I don't know. It just feels like Snoop Dogg had a role in this palette somehow. So I'm going to go into Unbearable, which is this brown, like a chocolate brown. We're going to put my cut crease here. And I'm just going to make the shape. One of these days I'll figure out how my eyebrows should be. And then I'll change my style and be like, just cut them all off. Or they'll just fall out because, you know, apparently I'm getting old. I don't know. We talked last time about my frustration of just being fatigued. I feel like some of my choices with supplements have helped quite a bit. But it's a pretty good shape. Yeah. I'm trying to go back to the no processed sugars. That's a loose thing because I did just get some maple syrup because I think that could be okay. I don't know. We'll see. But and then also no gluten and very little, if any, dairy. That's what we're trying to do. So I'm going to go into Jungle Juice, which is like a burgundy. And I'm using this pencil. It's kind of a fat pencil brush. Kind of an interesting shape. And I'm going to put this basically right where I did that. This might be too thick. We'll see. I think it can work. I might have to use a smaller pencil brush to kind of thin that out. I'll probably use one of the AOA Studio ones actually. AOA Studio has really good brushes. This is an AOA Studio promotion. I have had this one for probably 6 or 7 years, and I use it all the time. It's a little bit not super clean. I just spot cleaned it, but this is their big pencil brush, and it's a good one. So you guys have probably seen me do this before. You've seen other people do this, or you do it yourself. Anyway, I just basically make that line, and then I start smudging colors out progressively. To make this like graded, graduated, faded, progressive, I don't know, sort of thing. So going into reds, and then I'll pick up on the wild side, which is this bright, that color. I'm just wiping this off on the towel that's on my lap. So this is really going to brighten up those browny, reddy sort of colors. And I mostly focus this in the middle. I don't get too far to the edge because that will kind of blend these out. So I put this in like the middle 2/3 or so. I'll go a little bit in, but I don't usually go all the way into the front until I get the lightest color. And same thing, I don't usually go all the way to the outside. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to go back in over it. I'm going to go King of the Jungle, which is this light kind of pale orange. I like that these are so pigmented because when I pick them up, I can show you what it looks like without having to show you the whole palette. Now I'm running out of room because I don't have a lot of lid space. I could just super pluck my eyebrows like we did back in the day. And I'd have more space. But, so orange at the top. Then I'm going to go into No More Monkey Business, which is the bright yellow, like sunshine yellow. I'm putting that all the way up here at the top. And all the way over here. And this one I basically am kind of bringing it down to the tail a little bit. I'll go back in and clean all that up. And then I'll go Let's Go Wild, which is almost like a green toned lemon yellow. So it's less warm than the other and a bit more bright. And I'm going to kind of use that as an accent on the outside and inside, as well as kind of a brow bone highlight. Since apparently we're going up to the brow bone, because that's what happened. Alexa NS6. We're going to assume that's the name unless I'm corrected, but welcome. We're doing J.Cat Beauty, these little palettes that they came out with recently. This one is the jungle one. And I'm also doing AOA Studio stuff. But on this eye, I actually have the Winky Lux primer. So I'm going to go backwards with some of these colors, wanting to brighten it up. So I'm going into that bright red, which is on the wild side. And I'm not doing like the whole way across necessarily, because I want a little bit of variation. But I'm going to flick this out right from where that tail is. And then I'm going to go into the Jungle Juice, just really lightly. This is the fluffier one that I got from BH, the brush that I got from BH, or the BH brush that I got from TJ Maxx. SKWLEQS. Wilston is with us. I don't know how to say your name, but hi, welcome. Thanks. I'm having fun with these. Do you have these palettes? Do you know these palettes? Do you know J.Cat? I have not actually gotten anything from them until this. All right, so the reds are really coming out. I'm going to use a little bit. Mel. All right, Mel. We'll go with Mel. Mema Beauty Life. Or Mema or Mima. Is it Mima or Mema? I don't know. But welcome anyhow. No matter what your name is, you are still welcome here. I don't discriminate if you have names that I don't know how to say. We just figure it out. All right, I'm going to use these yellows and really kind of pull this down into the inner corner. Now this bright kind of greenish yellow I think will be a great inner corner sort of thing, because I'm going to put greens underneath this. So I think that makes sense, because it should blend nicely into those greens that are going to kind of run into it. It's cute. There's a little bit of not quite blended up here. That's probably my lack of skill. Probably not the palette. Also, I don't know how well I put the primer on, because sometimes I forget to cover like all of the potential space. So this is the other look that I did with the Cool Tone one. The liner, the graphic liner attempt at the top. I'm not good at that, but I'm having fun. All right, so I'm going to just take this fluffy, this is just such a fun, fluffy, it's kind of a cross between a nice, fluffy blending brush that's a little bit firm and a pencil brush. And this is great for this kind of thing, because it really helps to kind of work these colors together without losing control. At least I like to think so. How cute is that? I'm liking it a lot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go light to dark with the green on the outside bottom. I think I'm going to use the same brush. This one here. I'm thinking about what I want to put on my lid. And I do think that's going to be greens. But now I got to see what the greens are going to look like. I'm going to start with Let's Go Wild, which is the one I have in the corner. And I'm going to pull this down here, because it'll work really well with the other greens. There are actually only 2 matte greens. I thought there were more. Plus this really lemony sort of yellowish matte green. I can't see very well, so I'm going to go by feel a little bit here and then angle my face out. Maybe I got to do this way. I want you guys to be able to see too. I've watched a lot of lives where like people are like, okay, now I'm going to do my makeup. You can't see anything. I'm like, oh, you gotta watch your lives back, people, so you know what you're looking like. I do lots of silly stuff like that too, so I'm not judging too much. I'm really just trying to get this light green kind of up to the crease, and then I'll start adding the other greens on. I thought maybe somebody else came and visited us, but so far they haven't. But you guys are still here. I'm going to use this MSQ brush that I said I was going to use before, and then I lied. So we're going into the snake pit. Into the snake pit. This is a teal turquoise sort of green, kind of like what we have on the other side. But this is the only mid green in the palette. That's kind of dusty, but it does seem to be nicely pigmented. And I'm just going to bring it right into the top of that lighter. See, now that definitely looks like green at the bottom. Yeah. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I mean the yellowy is definitely leaning more green now. I feel like it got really dark right there, but that's okay because we're going to cover that with a shimmer. Shimmers cover a multitude of sins. All right, cute. Then I'm going to go into It's a Jungle Out There, which is our dark jungly green. And I'm going to pop this right in the outer corner, and I'm going to tap it. We'll see how dark this one will get. I might actually have to rob a little black from that other palette. I don't know. I don't know if I should be going up that high, but we might have to clean that up later. I think I can do that. I think I can make this like almost a double wing. I think that'll work. I'll just clean up the edge and then maybe do a black wing. I don't know. I have that nice liner from AOA Studio, except last time I was using it, it kind of broke. The liner is great, but the packaging, you know, for $1. I'm putting this right up to the edge, which is possibly a mistake. Actually, it shows it pretty bright where you are, so I think we're okay with it. On my end, it looks a little bit dull, but that could be just the fact that the lighting right here is not that great. I'm going to clean all this up, but ooh, that's cute. I want to brighten it up a little bit. Use a little bit more of the snake pit to kind of. All right. I wish the green selection in here was a little bit more creative. In this particular one, the yellows and oranges are really nice. But so I'm gonna fluff this out a little bit so it goes right underneath this red flick. I really like how the lid looks. I'm not sure about this, but I probably could just cut it like that. You know what I mean? Like make it. I'm cleaning off this brush. Actually, let me use this other one. So I can pull this out a little bit too. That way I could use like a wipe and just clean up that edge going straight up. Make it nice and sharp. Okay, it's cute. Let me figure out what I'm going to put on the lid. I like Pride Land. I do want to put a green on the lid. That's a pretty green. And Gatorade is a little bit darker. Maybe put that on the outside and this on the inside. Let's do that. And I think I'm just going to put it on with my fingers. I could use the tacky base, but I'm not going to do that because I want to see what it's like when I just put it on like this. And I'm not going to put it on super, like, basically I want it to kind of blend in to the mats. So I'm not doing like here where I cut it and made it really distinct. I just want it to be kind of shimmery on the lid because my lids do better with a little bit of shimmer on the lid. but then basically just, it's basically what's happening up above, right? Same thing. Cute. I like that. Okay, so now let's do my full face. Brushes. I like the brushes. The brushes are good. I mean, we knew they're BH. Of course you're going to like them. I have a little drink of iced tea. So here's what I like to do. I'm basically going to go into my AOA Studio stuff, except for a couple things that I have here I want to show you. I might show you. I don't know. So these two sticks that they have, I really like these for kind of a primer sort of thing. This is an Aloe Primer, and this is Squalane. But my sponge has a life of its own. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, little sponge? Come back here. Oh, it's under the foot of my chair. Come on. Just out of... Gotta scrunch my face all up and get in a weird position to pull it out. Okay. All right. So, doesn't matter. You can use either one. I like to just use them under the eye. Now, in the summertime, it might add too much moisture. These are a little bit more emollient, excuse me, than some. But I promise it's just iced tea. I'm drinking. I'm not any way close to inebriated. So, yeah, it's these have a little bit of moisture, but I think they're really nice to put underneath the eye. In fact, I usually would do this at the beginning. The one disadvantage is that can kind of hold on to anything that falls down, but it's also really easy to wipe it away then with it because it's just kind of like a little slick, but that will kind of sink in and whatnot. So then we're going to go in with a primer. I have to pull up my box of recent AOA Studio goodies. Throw out all the other stuff that I don't want in there. I don't think I have a primer in here, but I'm just checking. This is a concealer. I will try this concealer. Oh, this is Tinted Moisturizer. I think I want to use this Tinted Moisturizer. I'll show you the other stuff that I have, but I do think I want to use this because I haven't used it yet. So let's go in with a primer. I can't, if you're wondering why I'm looking so close, it's because I can't see anything. Can you help me to the state? Nope, I cannot. That doesn't work like that. Sorry. You know what? Here's the thing. So, people want to come to the United States, and it's because people want to come to the United States. Everybody else wants to come to the United States, and so you want to come to the United States. But life is hard here. I would move out of the United States again if I could. That's just my own preference. You can have your own opinion, however you like that, but I prefer not to live in this country, personally speaking. I don't know. I understand that people want to come. I understand kind of why people want to come, but yeah. So this is the Blurfection face primer. I'm actually going to use a face primer on each side since I've got two of them here, and I haven't used either one of them very much. That's what that looks like. It's pretty kind of greasy and whatnot, but I'm going to kind of tap it in. People say that this helps. I don't think tapping it in actually does help, but also the real reason I can't help you, I'm married, and my husband is an immigrant, and yeah, I mean, the only way I could help you is if I was single and I could marry you and bring you here, and I can't, and I won't do that. I mean, I would have if I was in love with somebody, clearly, because that already happened, but you know, I'm not going to marry somebody to bring them to the United States. That's not good for anybody. That's a disaster waiting to happen. I know people that have done that though. But usually when women do that, it's usually for love. This is actually going into the pores and kind of evening them out. So now I'm curious because I've never used this before. I'm curious what's going to happen when I put my base on over the top. Now this is the Perfect Filter Face Primer. These are both AOA Studio. This is kind of liquidy-ish. It's like that. And we'll see how this one goes on. I feel like I should have just kind of taken the time to get to know these when I first got them, because I've had these in my collection for a while. I think I've got them maybe a year ago or so when I did another order. And then I kind of used them and I was like, and then I just didn't use them. So that one is definitely a lot more liquidy. Seems a lot more moisturizing. Doesn't seem to be blurring anything, but a lot of times people will determine the blurring before they put the product on, or their base product on, and that's not going to tell you anything. So 2 primers. We'll come back and visit and tell you what I think of those. I do want to use this stuff, but before I do that, I'm going to actually go into this Top Secret concealer. Looks like that. Random hairs. And I'm going to just tap into this with my finger and kind of, I want to see the texture. Seems somewhat similar to that primer. Still pretty emollient. I'm going to just kind of put this here in the inner corner. Let me move this so I can actually see. And then tap under the eye. But no, I actually have very strong feelings about immigration, because I have seen how bad immigration is for the sending country. Now, the thing is, you got to think about the country, and then you got to think about the individual. The more immigration there is out of a poor country to a rich country, the more it helps the rich country and it damages the poor country. However, immigrants benefit. So does the receiving country. So, there's, for the most part, immigrants go to another country and they can get, maybe a better job or something like that. Not always, but a lot of times they can get a better job or have different advantages living in the new country. But the problem is they leave their home country worse off than before. I'm going to shake this up. This is the Vita Glow Tinted Moisturizer with Vitamin C. This is the new product that they have. And I got mine in light 679. Who knows if that's correct or not, but that's what we did. Put a little bit on the back of my hand. Well, that doesn't look too bad. I will probably need more than that, but I just want to kind of play with it. Okay, I'm going to use this sponge. So this is this is like a harder, what do they call this? Silicone sort of thing. And then this is their typical sponge. The one that I like to use, which is very dirty, this is the microfiber one. And I didn't see that one on there, but I really like the microfiber one. But these sponges in general have gotten really good reviews, and yeah, people just like these sponges, including me. So I'm kind of focusing on the one side where I put the kind of putty primer to see how that goes on. But yeah, it's funny because people want to, be binary with everything. And so they want to say, you're either pro-immigration or you're anti-immigration. Well, I am anti-illegal immigration because it hurts everybody. I am pro-immigration. I also acknowledge the fact that there's a lot of problems with the immigration system that we have in this country that have to be resolved. So the idea of like dreamers and stuff, a lot of people will that think similarly to me in many areas will, including my family, will say, oh man, you can't, they're illegal. It doesn't matter. Send them back. Send them back. And I'm like, well, that doesn't really make sense, because if they've been here their whole life, which does happen quite frequently. In fact, I have people in my family that on both sides, my family and my husband's family, that those kinds of things have happened to. What are you supposed to do? Because a lot of times parents come legally and then they either overstay, or in some cases, the kid becomes illegal when they become 18 if the parents are. So I had a friend, interestingly, a white guy from Europe, from Scotland, and his parents came on a work visa, and then he became illegal when he became an adult. And so it was either go to school or be legal. So he was kind of like, you know, in this weird place because he had to, his only option, he couldn't apply from here. They said that he had to go back home to Scotland. Well, he didn't have people back there really, because he didn't have a big family or anything. So, and he hadn't grown up there. He grew up here. So he was like, well, what do I have back there? So it was kind of a really weird dilemma. And, you know, for his family, for his parents, you know, they didn't want to send him all the way back to Scotland because they were here and they were working and they were legal. But he was illegal because of the way the system is. So there's just some really weird things, the way the immigration system is. It's really broken. So I think both sides need to acknowledge the fact that both sides, I hate saying that because there's more than two sides, clearly, because I'm the one that kind of is in the middle, that there are issues and that we need to resolve them. And the way to do that is we got to talk about it. And we've got to be willing to say, you know what, you might have a valid point. And there's not like, you can't say open borders and you can't say send them back. By the way, I'm loving this eye look. Just nothing to do with immigration, but I love that eye look. Letting you know about these two primers. This one looks really good. I'm actually shocked. I don't know if I ever used this one really. It looks like I just barely touched into it. I don't like this graphic line right here. That has nothing to do with my complexion. But this actually looks really good. This one, you can see all of the texture. This side, you see how blurred that is? And go back to the other side. The base is the same after I did the primer. Also, this one is a lot more mattified than this, or more satiny. It's not mattified, it's just satiny, where this one is quite glowy. But it was just a more emollient primer too. So that's nice to know. I'm going to have to use this primer a lot more. Modara Bohansen. I don't know if that's how you say that, your name, but welcome anyhow. Tell me how to say your name, and I will say it correctly the next time, I think, if I remember. But yeah, so we're playing right now with the AOA Studio stuff. I do like this base. I think this is very pretty. I don't have any weirdness about it. That concealer didn't seem to do a lot, and it does crease and crackle a little bit. The Top Secret concealer, but I'd have to use this a little bit more to get a better idea. Don't hate it, but it doesn't seem to be super fantastic around the eyes. But it's hard to use concealer for me around the eyes because I'm very picky about, like, I don't like to emphasize lines. I would rather there be discoloration than to emphasize lines, personally speaking. Let's look back in my box and see what I've got here. I don't have a lot of stuff left in here. I do have my brow stuff, but I also want to use the brow stuff, which is fine because I've got the Beauty Bang, and I have mostly nail polishes in here, and some eyeshadow that I'm not going to get to. I have some mascara there too, colored mascaras. Oops, excuse me for throwing stuff. But I have a whole bunch of stuff here. So I don't have a bronzer or a blush. I used to have bronzers and blush from them, but I don't have any anymore. So what am I going to do on these cheeks? Should I use one that I already have from another place? Or what shall I do? Now, I'm going to do something that I might well, I'm not going to regret because I'm going to take this off and I'm not going to go anywhere with it. I'm actually going to use a baked eyeshadow for a blush. So I'm going to clean off this brush, which is a BH brush that I had before. So this is the Wonder Baked eyeshadow, and this is in the color Creamsicle. And I'm going to see how this works for a blush. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, just a baked, kind of a dusty sort of thing. It's a similar formula to the highlighter that I really like. This is really pretty. This totally works as a blush, and it's not overly shimmery. There's definitely some sheen to it, but it's not overly shimmery. Just put a little bit up there, a little bit across the nose. I have another color of it too, which is, but this one looked less. This is Toast. So that's more like maybe almost like a bronzer sort of. If I wanted to do a bronzy look, I might use that one. I like to tap in because I do have texture from my cystic acne before I realized that oil does not cause acne. It actually is the lack of oil that causes acne. I'm going to continue to say that until people start saying, really? Actually, I already have people that follow me around and say, wait a minute, what are the oils that you use? Because I see the results of them. This is a cute blush. It's not super anything. It's not a blush, but it's that. So it has a little bit of a sheen here, but on the cheeks, it's not too sheeny. No. Let's go into this powder. The powder I've had forever, and it's actually a banana powder. But it's not as banana-y as another one that I was using. I think Elf. I have a banana powder from Elf. So I need to use this up. This is actually my Project Pan stash. And I have not really gotten into it. But I'm going to use this to powder the whole face, and we're going to see if it works. I have not minded their powders. They come in pretty small little things, but they're $1, so who cares? And I think they're at least as good as the Coty powder, which I actually don't really like. I don't use a lot of powder. I just realized I was going to do something else. So again, you can see the texture here is almost gone. The texture over here is still there. It has blurred a bit because of the powder. And if I haven't said hi to everybody, I'm sorry. Guys, I'm trying to keep up, but I'm blind without my glasses. By the way, I love this eye look, if I haven't mentioned that already 2 or 3 times. This one is a lot of fun too, but I do think I kind of ruined it with that graphic thing. But I'll probably just, who knows, whatever. But the powder is actually pretty nice. I don't like the concealer on this eye. That eye, it's not really noticing. I'm not really noticing it as much, but yeah. Highlighter. I was like, wait, where are we next? So I have my Project Pan highlighter. Well, actually, I have this one, which I could use. Do I want to use this one? This is the Velour highlighter. This is the one flop. It's not. I wanted to use it as a shadow, actually. And I think I just need to use it as a highlighter because I think it might work that way. Has a really nice sheen here, and kind of a lavender sort of sheen that I think might be fun. But I was hoping to use it on my eyes, and it creases like crazy on my eyes. So that was a flop, but I think I probably can use it as a highlighter. So maybe I'll do that. But I'm not going to use it now. Instead, I have one in here, and I have one on the other. The one in here is my Project Pan. I love this highlighter, by the way. This is the Halo highlighter. It's all been rubbed off in Blissful. It is such a good highlighter. This one is also very nice, and this is in my monthly basket. Dropping things. Come back here. A mascara. Throw that in the box. Okay. Yes, I used my toes for that. So this is very much a white. These are both their baked highlighter formula. Very similar to the blush. That wasn't a blush. By the way, I love this. I know I've been saying that every minute or two, but I love this look. That's what they look like. So this is definitely a very white. This is very much more of a champagne-y color, neutral. That's my go-to. And it's in my Project Pan because it just takes forever to get through them. But they're both really pretty, and they have quite a bit of sheen to them. let's go with this one just because I'm trying to pan it up. And so may as well get a few more granules used up. So put that back in the basket. Yeah, and this is actually all pan right here. You just can't really see it because the product is stuck to the pan, but there is pan on there. That blush does stick a little bit. When I put my highlight on, I like to go right here because I don't have really lines right here. And then I kind of just go up to the edge of my eye look because I don't have really lines there either. And a lot of times, not always, and obviously not now, I put on my highlighter before I do my eyes. I put a little bit across the top. I don't always do this. I've been doing it lately. This is kind of a fun little bloop to the end of my nose. I don't have a cute nose, so, you know, I don't care. I'm cute. I don't have to have a cute nose. And I'm going to grab this and pinch it. So this is a AOA Studio brush too. This is such a good, this is their highlighter brush. I use it literally every day. And I like to just kind of flick it underneath here and use that as a brow highlight. And I like the fluffiness because it feels a little more natural than just a line. And I'll just tap in with my finger and go into the inner corner. Finger to the inner corner. You can use a brush too, but you know, whatever. Cute. So yeah, I really like this highlighter. This is a $1 highlighter. And they have a bunch of different colors. Nothing super out there. This one is more of a, you know, novelty color than these ones, but super cute. Put the brush back in my little face brush pile. Go in there. And what else do we got? We got mascara. I do have this eye pencil that I want to use on this side, I think, because it'll match this side. And I want to see how it stays. So this is from Hard Candy, the one I showed at the beginning. I think it's going to be pretty white looking, but I actually just want to see how blue it comes across. It is a blue toned white for sure, but it's definitely white. I'm curious. They only have like 5 colors and 2 of them are blue, I think, and one of them is purple. So I'm curious about the other ones. I'm not interested in the brown or the black one probably at all. So yeah, it looks pretty much white. If you have that situation and you want to intensify it a little bit, you just grab a blue. We'll just grab this one from LA Girl. And I'm just going to put this on the one side. I am all about layering stuff, but you can get kind of an ombre sort of look there. So I've got 2 different colors. I haven't seen very many people do that, but it's really easy to do. So, you know, you're welcome. Little trick there. Yeah, it's okay. It seems to go on fine. It seems to want to stay in place. I'll put that in my stash, but again, I'm going to use it more as a white than as a blue because it doesn't really come off as blue at all to me. I mean, it is just the littlest bit of blue, but almost not. Should we do the bottom lash line or should we not worry about that? I don't feel like we even really have to worry about the bottom lash line. I'm actually curious, but I don't think I'm going to do it because I'm not that brave. I don't know if you call it brave, but I pretty much don't care about many things. So I got these 2 palettes, and I am curious about them, but I'm not going to put them on the bottom lash line because that would... Actually, this one might work. Let's try this one on the right side here, just out of curiosity. So this is Sunday afternoon eyeshadow in Movie Time. So we're going to go into... We'll grab this little Hip Dot kind of, you know, flattened sort of fluffy brush. I'm going to go into this mauvey purpley color. Let's see how this smudges on the bottom lash line. Totally not what I would normally do, but since we're trying to see, ooh. Okay, AOA Studio. Wow. I'm actually really surprised. I mean, that's like way more pigmented and way less. I mean, it basically matches it. I mean, it's the same color. I'm going to tap into that like pinky color on the inside, which is like a rosy color. And just pop that on the inside so that it looks like it's finished. That's really pigmented too. You can't really see, but as far as a flesh tone pinky rose sort of, that's actually shocking. This is a $1 palette. Just so you know. You know I want to do it. Let me see if I could just pop this on top. Ooh, I can. Ooh, I can. So this glitter, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. It's like pink, like a champagne pink and a blue. It's really pretty, really pretty. All right, I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to. Actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's go in with this little shimmer and see if this looks okay on the inner corner. Might be a little bit dark, but no, actually, it's kind of, the brightness of it isn't too bad. A little bit dark, but $1, guys. Okay. No, I didn't do a whole eye look, but $1, and it's doing that well. We're gonna have to give that one a chance. This is the other one that I got, which is Fairy Garden. It's a little it's like the little square quad. Oh, in Orchid is the name. It's the Fairy Garden. These two are pretty similar, and then this one, hey, I mean, it's cute. It's not speaking to me, and I'm not going to put it on because it doesn't match either eye. But if it's like this one, that I'm not mad at that. Okay, I was actually going to go into this. I'm going to do this right now, guys, because I'm curious. I used this a couple weeks ago. I know I'm like, you know, this is a long live. That's okay. Y'all love me, right? This is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation. I used this before and I didn't like it because it emphasized everything. I'm going to actually take a look on this side. This is the one that has more texture. This one really blurred out. I'm shocked, actually, how well that primer worked. Again, it's $1. I'm going to tap it in on this side. It looks to have a little bit of a white cast. And I feel like the creasing right here, my smile lines right here. You can't really see. Let me see if I can block that light. There you go. You see the creasing? It's happening right there. That doesn't usually happen. There's no creasing on the side. If I do get creasing though, I think it's more on this side. But that's not cute. I don't like this e.l.f. powder, guys. So what am I gonna do? Probably just keep it around as in a pinch. Maybe use it as a topper, like just in the T-zone sort of area. Because you know I won't throw anything away. Okay, not anything, but you know. Okay, so we got brows and we've got lashes. Is that it? Let me see if there's anything else here I want to show you. I have a bunch of these, guys. Don't get them. These are their little pods. They dry out, like they're just hard and gross. Hello, beautiful Nena. How are you? Do you order from AOA Studio, from Shop Miss A? I don't know if you've done that, but this one, it's still a little bit putty, but these are not worth it. They're $1. So if you want to use them once or twice and then throw them away, be my guest. But yeah, you're just not going to get the use because they dry out. These are a little bit better because they're in a tube. And they're not bad, but they're more shimmery than I want. Like, I wish these were matte. And that's what it looks like. Let me tap it out on the back of my hand. They're also not, I mean, it takes a minute to tap them out so that they get smooth, because they kind of come out a little bit chunky. But once you kind of work with them and rub them in, you know, they're okay. They're not P. Louise, but they're also $1. So, yeah, you should know this brand. It's pretty good to get inexpensive stuff. Everything on my face, almost everything on my face, except the eye look, is from them. And it's really quite good stuff. And it's $1. So the products are almost all $1. This little jelly mask, I do like this. It's really strongly scented. This is the rose scented one. It's really strongly scented, but it's very moisturizing. I also like this. Well, see, I can't see anything. I'm grabbing things and I'm like, that's not it. Sugar lips. So this is a sugar scrub. Again, this is huge for $1. There's not as many granules as some other ones, but I mean, just as a moisturizer, it works great. What else do I have here that I didn't show you? I showed you guys this one before, but it kind of broke, and then yeah. But it's a great quality. It's just that the top broke. So it's a great quality product, just not great quality packaging. So that's kind of it, except for the lippy stuff that I got in here. Oh, I also have these little skin tools that I need to put in the bathroom by my skincare. So this is a little roller thing that I'll use. I don't know if it works. And this is a little eye applicator thing that's supposed to be nice and cooling. Sure, we'll try them. I mean, they were $1, right? And then I've got brows. So I got to show you my brow situation. This brow pencil, I didn't like. Let me just pull all these things out that I'm going to show you and leave the nail polish in here, because you don't need to see all the nail polish. I got a bunch of nail polish from them too, by the way, but I showed that when I showed the whole box. So I've got these colored mascaras. I don't know if I'll put those on tonight or not. I've got some lippies. This one here is supposed to be like a micro blade sort of thing. So that's what it looks like. Come on. Focus. Dang it. Okay, it doesn't want to focus. Anyway, it's supposed to look that. It's just completely dry. You can't get any product out of here. Oh, look, there's tiniest bit. All right, that's what I got. You see that? And I just had to jab it into my hand. Garbage. I leave that here to remind me to write a review to warn other people that it doesn't work. But, I mean, it's $1. If you want to waste your $1, you waste your $1. Other than that, it's going in the garbage. This little brow pencil, I do like. This is the dark brown slim brow. And it's a good color, and it's nice and slim. Hence the name. Let me run this through my brows. I don't do much with my brows because my brows are pretty thick. And also, I'm not good at doing much with my brows. And also, I wear glasses every day. Some of my glasses show my brows more than others, but still. So basically, I just kind of feather up from here, and then I just go from this side up to this arch. And then from the arch, I kind of come down. This is where I get lost, because I'm like, where do I go from here? And I try to make like a little bit of a tail, but that doesn't always work. So Nana does beautiful brows and beautiful eye looks. Nana has some of the most beautiful. You spend so much time though on your looks, and I don't have that patience. I don't know. Nana, tell me, what is your secret? You just, maybe it's just because you spend time and because I need to learn patience. You have better focus than I do, I think. I don't know, but she does beautiful, beautiful eye looks. So if you want to see some gorgeous, colorful, inventive, very, what's the word? Exotic eye looks, I would call them. So yeah, just darken it up. The color is good for me. This is a good one for if you have brows that are about my color. It's not too red, but it's not, you know, super black or anything like that. I like it. It's just nice chocolate brown. And it's got a spoolie on this end, which I'm not going to worry about because we're going to dive into this product, which is from Beauty Bay. This was a freebie because I spent enough money when I got the palettes. I do love these eye looks, by the way, just saying. Oh, Nana, you're going to like this. These eye looks are from these palettes. And these palettes are $15 each, regular price. And a lot of times they have sales. Like after I got them, there was like a 30% off sale that I missed. But those are from J.Cat Beauty. They're so cute. So this is on this eye. And this one is on this eye. And then the other one that I didn't use tonight. I'm so shocked how much I like these. This bright pink one. Or pink and bright one. I guess it's not all bright pink. But yeah, I got them online from J.Cat Beauty, their website. As soon as I saw them, I'm like, I need it, and I ordered them. But I do know that a lot of their stuff is carried from Ulta, so these might be offered at Ulta at some point. I don't know. All right, so yeah, they're beautiful. They did great. I think they're great. Destawold. Hi, Destawold. How are you? I hope I said your name correctly. And if I didn't, feel free to correct me so that I can say it correctly in the future. So we are going in with this brow product that I just pulled out and then I forgot what I was doing. I'm actually going to use the AOA setting spray that I don't use for setting spray because I don't do that. Yes, actually send me a DM because I can't send any messages out unless somebody already opens up. Send me a DM and ask me for the name and then I'll send it to you. Because right now they have me frozen in time until the 27th. So yeah, send me a message and I can send you a link. So we'll use this one. This is a little cheap brand from Shein. That's horrible, but I'm gonna use it anyhow. Actually, no, I'm gonna use the one I'll use this one from Elf. May as well give it the full opportunity. I gotta make sure this is clean though. It feels like there's still a little bit of the Elf product. So let me clean this. Because I don't want to cheat. I want to make sure my reaction is a pure reaction. I've not used the soap brow at all. I haven't used any soap brow. Closest I've used is the Elf, and that's a gel. So I just sprayed some setting spray on here. I'm going in with this little brush that from the Elf gel brow, whatever it is. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna spray this a little bit too, just to make sure it's got enough moisture in there because it felt a little bit dry. Let's see. I've not used soap brow. I've seen it done. That's about it. So, and this is all I do because my brows are pretty thick. They're not the thickest, but they're way thicker than they used to be. Back in the day, I had thin brows, partly because I plucked them, and partly because of PCOS. But then, oils. I also don't trim the top of my brows, in case you notice that. I'm just trying to see how it's going a little heavier because I just want to see how much I can shape them. Okay, yeah, it does seem to be holding in place. I think I might like the Elf one better, even though, again, it's not a soap brow, but it's the gel. It seems like it might do what I want a little bit better than this. But I don't know. Maybe this has to dry down a little bit to get the final hold. I have one super long hair here. My dad, he had really bushy eyebrows, like so bushy that the hairs would go into his eyes. So you'd have to trim them. So maybe that's what's going on. But hey, that's pretty nice. the brows look pretty good. Between AOA Studio and Beauty Bay, and the fact that I don't know how to do brows, I think everybody, it's funny because I think everybody thinks they struggle with brows, but I actually do. And I don't care. And that's why I struggle with, well, I don't struggle. I just don't do them well. But it's not a struggle. I'm just not doing them well, and I don't care. It would be a struggle if I cared. Yeah. So let's do mascara. Do I want to do colored mascara? I think I might do colored mascara on the bottom, on this side. Blue or purple? Which color? Let's do blue. Blue mascara on the bottom. I know this mascara already, and it's, let me just put it on my skin so you can see what it looks like. This is just the color, of course. This is not gonna tell you how it works because it's not meant to go on skin. It's meant to go, oh, I don't do lashes. I don't do lashes because I don't like them, and I don't have time for that, but I just don't like the way it looks on me. And also because I wear glasses. And since I wear glasses, it doesn't work. This is cute. This is way brighter. I have a green one that I had before, which is cute too, but this one seems to be a lot more almost neon. I don't know if you can see that. You can a little bit. Yeah, this is not real bright. This is, it just has a really nice look to it. It kind of gets a little pop to it. I got a little mess there, but I'll fix that. Now I'm going to go into, so I got these mascaras from them. They're not incredible, but I'm going to try them again. And actually, I only used them once. And I know that after you open mascaras, then they can kind of come into their own. So I'm going to give them a little bit of time. So this is the volume one. There's a length one, a volume one, and a curl one. I didn't notice any curl on the curl one. I don't curl my lashes either. So if I put this mascara on, I got some glitter on them on now. It does emphasize the blue below because this is black. And it's pretty nice and black. So there's the volume one. And we'll do the other side. Let's do length over here. I could use the green one on the bottom here. All right, so there's one coat on each side. Let me grab the green mascara. Boy. There it is. So I'm going to use, this is the green one I had before. I really like this color. I haven't used it very much, but you kind of have to build it up a little bit. It's basically just like paint, and it also doesn't come off very easily. So I like to kind of go this way and just glue it and then kind of pull it off. Not pull it off, but like run the brush over it so it separates again. Otherwise, they're all together. I know some people like that together. Silver Lionette is with us. Hi, Silver Lionette. How are you? Computer is making my computer want to go nuts. So there's the green at the bottom. I'll put another coat of each one just because I can. So I'm going to go back with volume on this side. I'll put another coat. It's not bad. My lashes are pretty good because of the oils I use. And also, that's another reason I don't use falsies. And I don't use a curler because I don't want to break my lashes. Because falsies will damage your lashes. I don't care. what you say. They will. Also, cleansers dry out and damage your lashes, make them break at the end. So I don't use cleansers, but this is the volume. Yeah, volume mascara from AOA. That's 2 coats on the top. I don't know if you can see very well because of the eye look, but you know, we're doing our best. And then this one over here is the length. Let me put another coat. I feel like this formula might be the same. It might just be the brush that's different between them. I don't know. But that does seem like it's given length. There's the length and the volume. Which side is which? I mean, which side is better? I guess that's what I wanted to say. All right, let me put an extra coat of the colored stuff at the bottom. And I'm really kind of pushing it back and forth so I can build up the color. I could use a primer too. I have like a pink toned primer. But yeah, actually that's really cute. You see the kind of bright cobalt blue that comes up. This is a nice like forest green. Pretty subtle, but I mean the green one is, not the blue. I mean the blue isn't like super in your face, but you're gonna notice it if you get close, I think. So you can't even really see on the camera that this is green. I can see it from here. But yeah. So, what do you think? Anything that you were super impressed with or surprised with? My own thoughts, I was actually really surprised with the primer because I didn't expect that from it. I thought I had used it, I kind of used it just once and then I was like, it doesn't do anything. But actually it does. Just push it in and then it's pretty nice. This base is nice. The Vita Glow is actually quite nice. That's the base I have on. The powder is good. The e.l.f. powder is garbage. Oh, lips. I've got a couple lips here. So I've got full lips. I think I tried these one before with you guys. Oh, my thing is hot. My computer's hot. I'm going to try to melt these. Special Day Lip Crayon. This is a little bit too bright. It would work for this look maybe, but too bright for today, so we won't wear that today, but you know, put that away for a special occasion. This is their Full Lips Plumping Lip Gloss. This would have been a cute color for today. I had pink on today, and it's that color. I didn't notice it didn't really sting or anything like that. So, and then this is their just a lipstick in the color Flirt, which is kind of, why are all these the same color? They're not. Okay, this is more of subtle, a little bit more subtle. Let's throw this on. No lip liner. Smells like floral, which is weird. It looks really nice on the lips. I got some white cast here from what I was wearing before. Not related to AOA Studio. It was actually a LA Girl lipstick, which I don't really love, but I mean, I love LA Girl, but this looks a lot brighter for you than it does for me. Here it looks a little subtle, but also it might not look as subtle out there in the real world. It looks way brighter on IG than it does on YouTube. But that's okay. All right, guys, there's the look. There's the face. This side looks nicely blurred. I definitely recommend this primer. Blurfection face primer. Good stuff. This primer, whatever. I do not recommend this because it just came dried. Not a good thing. The eye primer, I didn't even notice a difference on the eye base. So these are the 2 eye bases I used. This is the Winky Lux one that I got in my Ipsy, this is the soft base from AOA. It's a nice primer. Love this guy. You need this in your life. That's the brush cleaner. This mirror is fantastic. It's nicely made. It's heavy. I mean, not heavy, but it's sturdy. It's great size. No problems with that. The powder is nice. I need to use that up because I've had it for a hot minute. This lipstick is very nice and creamy, well pigmented. I need to get a couple other colors at some point. The mascaras are nice. Yeah, they're nice. I'm going to compare them to some of my other mascaras and see if they can withstand, because I've got over 30 mascaras right now. I love this stuff for under the eyes when I'm getting started. Either one of them is perfectly fine, and it doesn't feel like goopy at all. The primer, eye primer, I can't even see where everything is now. It's all like a big mass of stuff. This one. Not super impressed. This eye looks a little better. Actually, it looks quite a bit better than this eye. But actually, right now, they both look okay. Maybe just needed time. Prisco Hernandez is here. We're going over the AOA stuff that I've got. This eye primer, or not eye primer, it's a concealer, sorry. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad at it. I like the brow pencil. This brow pencil is really nice. This is the thin one, Slim Brow. These are all $1 products, in case you didn't know. I do like this one. I've been using it for quite a while. It's very strong smelling. I'd like to try some of the fruit smelling ones and see if they're any different. Or the honey. They have a honey one too. This one is rose, but it's a lip mask. It's quite good. Also the lip scrub. I like that. One of my favorite face products is this BB cream. This is a little bit more coverage than the one I just used, which is, my glasses are off so I can't see anything, which is the Vita Glow. This is the new one. These are the old ones. I have this in light and medium, light 26 and medium 27, because depending on the time of year, my complexion changes, as do all of ours. And so just having the two different colors works well for me. I don't find that, I mean, I find them to be pretty neutral in their undertones. These little tubey things are okay. Yeah, I almost never use them. These little things here, the little pots, are pretty, but they dry out immediately, and then I can't. Ah! It fell out. It's rock. It fell out. So that's definitely not worth it. The mascaras seem to be pretty good. I've got the volume one and the length one, and they seem to be doing pretty well. And then I've got the tinted mascaras, the blue and the green on the bottom here. The blue is definitely showing up more on the screen, but both of them you can see in person. I didn't have blush or bronzer, so I used these baked eyeshadow for my blush, and I think it's really cute. And I have their highlighter. This one I'm trying to pan. I've had it forever. Really good baked highlighter. That's the Halo highlighter, and this is the Wonder highlighter, but I think they're basically the same thing. And this highlighter I try to use as an eye color, and it is way too emollient, but I'm going to try to use it on my cheeks and see if that works better. The tacky base is to die for. Must have this. I cannot live without this. I use it every single day, pretty much. Brushes. Their brushes are spectacular. This is a little sponge tip applicator. There's this small pencil brush. I showed you the one for the highlighter. I've got the pink set that came in the little cup, this cup, which I now have my pencils in. That's a great set also. This is what I have up here to cut that crease. It's fun. I'm not very good, so I don't do it justice, and also my eyes are a little bit more wrinkly. It does, you can kind of see it creases, it like crinkles with the eye, but that's just what it is. The little pink or peach one. That is what? The little pink or peach one. Which pink or peach one? These ones, these are eyeshadows. Is that what you were asking? Or something else? I'm not sure what you're asking. Clarify what you're asking so I can let you know. The setting spray, I don't even use this. I just used it to wet the Beauty Bay soap brows. Beauty Bay soap brow is okay, but I prefer, I think, the e.l.f. gel to this, but it's okay. This e.l.f. powder, complete garbage. In my opinion, you could, feel free to have your own opinion. What else did I try tonight that I have an opinion, or that I can give you an opinion on? This is good. I like their sponges. Their sponges are really good. They're $1 or like $1.55, but like super cheap. My go-to is super dirty, but I gotta wash it. This is the one that is microfiber. I didn't use that tonight. I used this one. This has one end that's silicone and one end that's just the regular sponge, and it's really nice. I didn't know what it was. You showed something you used. Oh, this one. This is the tacky base. So tacky base, when you use shimmers, this is a godsend, and it is $1. And I have had this for a really long time, and there's still a lot of product in there. Yeah, I have only used this tacky base, so I can't compare it to any other, but it's really good stuff. So highly recommended. I got these little face tools that I haven't used it yet, but I will use these. Again, $1. They're either $1 or $1.55 or $1.88. I think those are the prices, depending on, some of them are a promotional sort of thing. I think I basically have shown you everything that I've gotten from them, other than I've got a bunch of nail polishes, which I've liked. They're beautiful. They dry fast enough. Don't have any problems with them. These little this little sponge holder. This is not an AOA Studio sponge, but it matches. But it's so cute. Look at the key cat, and he can wake up and he goes to sleep, and he wakes up and he goes to sleep. It's so cute. And then I got this other one here too. Again, these are $1, so I mean it's just plastic little thing, but I can put my little sponge right there, and it's set for me to use. That's it. AOA Studio, definitely recommend. Their stuff's pretty good. And this also seems to be, this one I used on the lower lash line, and I was really impressed. $1 for this. This is Movie Time. This one I did not use. This is Orchid. I didn't use that one. And I've been busy shopping. Oh, I've had these a while. I got these like a month and a half or 2 months ago or something like that. So I haven't been busy shopping lately. I've been trying to be good the last week and a half or 2 weeks because I got a bunch of stuff earlier this month. So I've been trying to hold off. Actually, my Lethal Cosmetics order is on its way. So I do really like this lip color. It's not perfect. I mean, it's not necessarily ideal with these looks, but I think it's cute. It would be cute with a neutral look. So yeah, I actually have been shopping. Okay, I've been shopping, I admit. Yeah, this eye look, I love this. I think it's so cute. Love this. And this one's a lot of fun too. But this one is the one that I keep looking at it and I'm like, ooh, that's really cute. So I will take pictures of these, and then once I'm off punishment with IG, I will post them so you all can enjoy them. And yeah, I hope that was helpful for you. These palettes, I absolutely recommend them. Absolutely. If one of these or more is your color story, they are $15. I think they are most certainly worth it. This one I didn't use tonight, but it looks like it. I mean, it's got a ton of purple and pinks in there. I don't love pinks, but pinks look good on me. Pinks love me. And then some other nice bright colors, greens and yellows and teals and that sort of, and then some neutrals. So it's just kind of a perfect summery palette, I think. Really, really, really nice. So excellent job, J.Cat Beauty. I'm not hating. I'm loving it, actually. All right, that's it, guys. I'm going to be back with you Sunday. I don't know if I'll have my Lethal Then, let's see, Sunday. What's the date going to be on Sunday? Is it going to be the end of the month yet? So possibly I'll go through some of my end of the month stuff on, let's see, what's the date today? The 23rd? This is Wednesday. 4 days, right? So the 27th, it's close enough to the end. So I might go over like my palettes that I'm going to use. Hi, Rainbow. For next month, and or I might go through not the palette, yeah, the palettes that I'm interested in for springtime palettes, because I've got a bunch of those sitting here that I want to go over. Or I might go through my like switching out my basket, my monthly basket. We'll see. Anyway, one of those things will happen on Sunday, and then I should be off punishment Sunday, so I should be able to start posting. I can get some of my looks up and stuff like that. So that's it. I was so happy to have all you guys join me. It was so great to have people popping in all, through the whole thing. And then I know a lot of you people watch afterwards. So those of you that are watching afterwards, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Do me a favor and give me the like. And also, if you don't mind going through some of my posts and liking those, because I'm kind of trying to stick it to the man, and because IG decided to put me in punishment because I was liking too many people's posts and then they were liking mine, and that kind of spiked my likes. And IG's like, you're cheating and you're buying likes. And I totally wasn't. It was all organic. And so that's why I was like, well, if you want to like my posts, this is a really good time to go through and like all my posts. So, and then send me a DM and let me know so that when I'm not frozen anymore, I can like yours too. So I usually do. I think Nana, I think I've liked most of yours. So that's it. That's all we've got. It was great. I'll put my glasses back on so I can actually see what's going on. Hey, it kind of works with these looks. I'm digging it with these looks. But I'll take pictures of this and then I'm gonna wash this off and relax with the kids. The kids being the fur kids. All right. So see you in the next one, which will be Sunday afternoon. All right, guys. Have a good night.